Hello, this is Sarah Poff. It is time for Coffee and Crafts. That pumpkin in there sure is good. Okay, let me get my camera set up. I broke my little button, would you believe? That those people who know me would believe that know me in person. I broke my little button that clicks it on my keychain. So I'll have to get me another one. Alright, so what we're doing is we are making an ornament called The Night Before Christmas, where there were visions of sugar plums dancing in my head. So these are the little pieces that are dancing in the head. We have a piece of foam that has been cut. It's from an old placemat that my daughter got for me. And what we're going to do is we're going to take Model Magic, and I have my special rolling pin. See how the edges, this edge is a little bit thicker on each side, which means that you get a consistent roll out of the clay, which makes the ornament look nicer. If you don't have one of these, you could use like a small ruler that you could put on the sides and be able to accomplish the same thing. Now I'm wanting to make this with several children instead of just, you know, a few around my table. So what I am doing is I am using a cup. This one had grapefruit in it, and I'm gonna mash it down. And then before I take it out, I want to do like this. I want to go around so that it cuts that edge and you don't have to go back and do anything with it. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the colored side against my ornament. I'm going to stick a little glue in there. I'm not sure the glue is necessarily going to stay, but we're going to put a ribbon with it, which will help it later. To just, you know, just when someone's touching it or playing with it, it'll be able to keep it a little nicer when you're storing it. All right, so I'm going to lay that on top. See if I can put this down here so you all can see it just a little bit better while we're working. If I get the glue bottle out of the way, that is. All right, there we go. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take an ink pen, a pencil, and I'm going to push down all the way around. You just want a little hole because Model Magic tends to stick together better if you make some kind of little hole incision, kind of like when you're working with earthenware clay. Alright, so now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put just a dot of glue in each one of those spots, and I'm going to choose two colors to put in there. Alright, I think I'm going to stick with the red and green just because that's more Christmassy. You may think Christmassy's other colors, and that's fine. So then I'm going to just roll these little balls. So I just took a little piece, I'm just rolling a little ball, and I'm sticking one in each of those little spots. Now, I think I'm not going to do all of that in front of you because I don't want the video to take a really long time. It's more of a training video for you so that you can make these at home, or those people that are part of the workshop, you'll be able to see how it goes. So I'm putting these together like that. Now, I want to add some little things like this. I have some cookie cutters. I think it's good to limit how many of those you put, especially if you have a number of children. So I'm going to lay my ornament to the side. And I'm going to roll with that rolling pin again, because I'm just trying to get it, you know, pretty thin. And see, I have a little something to put underneath it that helps with that. All right, let me find, I've got these little bitty cool little big cookie cutters. I seem to have misplaced my tree. Christmas tree, where are you? There you are. Okay, they're little bitty Christmas. I got these from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure there's other places you could get the same thing. Now I'm kind of pushing down turn it around, and then it's going to be stuck in there. I have a needle, paper clips work. This, you know, is a clay needle that I used when I worked the potter's wheel and other clay projects, hand built even. So then I'm going to put a Christmas tree on there. And I'm going to choose, you know, 2 or 3. We have a star. We'll put a star on this one. You know, I guess I envision those gingerbread dancing in your head. You know, sugar plums could be anything. Like I said, including gingerbread, Christmas tree cookies. I don't know, just something good to eat. That's what it makes me think of. Maybe I'm just a little old-fashioned there. Okay, so we're going to figure out 2 or 3 of those. And then you're going to take a little bit of white and a little bit of red. Make it a little bit bigger white. And you're going to roll a snake. Now, if you've been in art class, with the earthenware clay, the teacher a lot of times calls it a coil. That's fine. I mean, that's what it really is. But, you know, snake's just easier to grab onto, especially for younger children. Because almost anybody's made a worm or a snake with Play-Doh. Not everybody has made a coil. Alright, so I have one of each color. And I'm putting them together like that. I think I'm going to trim this extra off, which I can do with scissors, or you can do it with the needle, the clay needle. And then I'm just going to simply twist. And I'm going to twist, and what I'm going to try to do is make those 2 clays blend into 1 clay so that they're more even. And then after I get to a point, I even like roll it on here, because that makes it become more a part of one piece. Like this. Now you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. You know, I don't know that there's a right or wrong. You know, I try to give some instructions that, you know, you need to follow this. And then I feel like that kids need some creativity with it. We want it to, you know, have a nice look, but they still need to have some chance to make it their own. And then I'm going to glue that. So it really doesn't matter in the middle there. You know, you can make them a straight line. My glue's having a little trouble. You can make it straight in line. You can put them this way or that way. It's just going to kind of be up to you what you do on that. Now, once you got that done, you can use a hole punch, or you can use some kind of pointed tool like this, and you're going to poke a hole that goes all the way through both. Poke a hole that goes all the way through both. And then you're going to take a little piece of ribbon. I already had some cut from a leftover project that we worked on last year. I always keep all this, just kind of throw it in a tub, and then that way I can work it the next time. You know, I need to make it bigger. This is where the hole punch one would be better. Oh, I might have got it then. I might have got it in there. There we go. And I'm just going to do this the simple way. I'm just going to tie it at the top. Just about like that. Alright. So here's the finished one. You can always decorate if you want. You can buy little Sharpies or whatever like that. I've got some right here that I did on some little people. Sometimes if I do a bigger workshop, I just let it be like that. And if they want to decorate at home, they can do that. Alright, this is Sarah Poff, the Multimedia Storyteller. You have a great day now.